Alrighty guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at part number 15 from our intermediate parts, and this will be for our flat parts feature. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, back to the program here. So now, like I said, I will mention in today's video, we're going to be looking at part 15 or part number 15. And this part works similar to the previous ones we looked at, where it's not quite the same as the one we looked right before this. So now if we go to the parts or flat parts, go to P15, locate it, select it, and then you guys can see now we've got the little diagram here. So we've got the D or outer diameter of the circle, got A and B. So this will be for square inside, or rectangle, depending on the values you set it to. Now, like I mentioned just now, the nice part with this is you can make a rectangle or a square. So let's say we make this 100 and this one 100. We go OK. You can see we've got a nice little square, or we can change these ones to make it something a bit more extreme. So we just note it, and we see now we've got suddenly a rectangle. So that is nice. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that obviously the D1 measures the outer diameter, the furthest part of the circle, where the cube measures the edges here, so also the furthest spot. But because the circle is round, you can have overlapping. So if we had to go, let's say we go try maybe a 180, so you're thinking you're still fine here because you're within this 200, you say okay, and you can see now we're grabbing an overlap on all the edges here. So that is something to keep in mind. So you're gonna have to fine adjust it until you find this staying inside. Another thing also to keep in mind is these values cannot be higher than D1. So if I go 201, 201, we say okay, we'll see nothing happens, and it goes back to this. You can, however, have it the same amount, but something to keep in mind here, like I mentioned earlier, it works the same as the previous shapes we did. So we've got this shape, so if we say add, we'll see now on our list here, we've added two different shapes. So it has broken it up for us in two different shapes, and it's obviously not what you're looking for. So the best way to go about it is just make sure these values all stay within each other. Make this one 200, and we set this one maybe to, what was it, 150 looked good, 150. Leave the name the same, preview. Okay, no, it's just not. So I'm gonna go with this about, I've got 160. There we go, 120, 120. Okay, there we go. And say manual quantity is 1, otherwise we cannot add it to our canvas. Add, and there you go. Now I've got a shape with a cutout in the inside. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So just a quick recap. You obviously don't want to make the inner shape larger than the outer shape, or at least you can't. They can be the same size, but as soon as they start overlapping, then it's going to break it for you into two different shapes. But yeah, otherwise that is it on part 15. If we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.